friends! I'm so excited to share with you everything I got during my last trip to Disneyland because I feel like going through my purchases gives a new life to my purchases. And so we were in the parks for my mom's birthday. It was also my boyfriend's very first trip to Disney. I went to my first after hours event, and in between all of that, did some shopping. So I have a pretty good game plan that I stick to now whenever I go back to Disneyland. So if I'm staying on property, which we did stay at the Grand Californian again this trip, I will go through all the shops on Main Street during our last night in the parks, and then that next morning before we have to check out, I'll do the rest of my shopping in downtown Disney. Most of those bigger Disney stores carry a lot of the same core items, but of course if I found something that I liked, I would go ahead and purchase it because you never know if something's going to pop up in a different store or if it's going to sell out. But most of the stuff I am going to show you is from the Main Street Emporium or World of Disney. Starting off with this hoodie that I'm wearing, I always love to get at least one piece of dated merchandise, whether that be a sweatshirt or hoodie or a pin, sometimes both. I'm very happy with all of the designs that they had for the 2026 merchandise. I love just a classic castle and the characters, so this is the first thing that I got. In no particular order, this is the next thing that I got. I love a good Disney sweatshirt. I couldn't even tell you how many I have in my collection, but I never shy away from adding new ones. And then this zip-up hoodie was on my list of things to get. I love just how classic this looks, just with like the white and gold. It has the Disneyland logo and then the castle on the back. I also love a piece of merchandise that like commemorates a celebration or an anniversary, so again, this was on my list of things to get. And then I'm so happy I finally have my hands on this Stony Clover Disneyland fanny pack. I know that they released their Disney Parks collection last year, and I was keeping up with all of my merch updates, as I do, and making sure that this stayed in stock until this trip that I just went on, because when this first released, they just put the jumbo size fanny packs on the Disney Store website, and I prefer this classic size. I also finally got one of these Mickey Mouse foaming hand soaps, which I know started in Tokyo Disney, and I know that Disney Parks here in the US first released a bottle like this years ago. It's been on my list of things to get, but I really am glad that I waited and got this one because it has the characters in their 70th costumes, which I think is so cute. And then I got this white small backpack that has Mickey Mouse heads like in this quilted pattern throughout. I have this exact same style backpack in a just plain black Disneyland and Disney World version, and it is my go-to park bag. This is truly the perfect size for me and has a great amount of compartments. It's also super comfortable to wear with these padded straps, so I got this one to add to my park bag collection in case I have an outfit that matches better with a white backpack. And then everything else I got is inside this tote bag, which I love this design. This is like the artwork from the Discover the Magic collection, which sounds a lot like Live in the Magic, which is my life motto, as you guys know. But I love a piece of artwork that has like the different Disney landmarks all over it, so I love this design. Super classic, and I wish that they would put it on more merchandise. First thing is this Mickey Mouse cap, which I knew that I wanted, and I feel like now that I have this, I have to go back and get the Minnie Mouse version. I of course have like the classic Minnie Mouse polka dot snapback hat with the ears, and I just love this one. I think it's so fun with the different like 3D features. And then I got a couple of t-shirts. So the first is this one, which is a kid size. However, this actually I didn't even realize is an 11-12. I fit usually in both a large or extra large in the kid size shirts. Depends on the design, but usually that's the case. And I just thought this design was super cute with the different characters and the park icons. I switched between saying park icons and landmarks, kind of the same thing, but that again is my favorite type of Disney merchandise. And I know this was a popular design when I was a kid, where a shirt would have the Disneyland logo, but each letter was a different character. So in this shirt, every letter represents a different princess. And I love that shirt so much that I got this one that has the same design, but with different characters. Also from Stony Clover is this Mickey Mouse ear hat patch, which I'm planning to put on one of my park bags. Not sure which one yet because I have quite a few, but I thought this was just like a cute classic design. Disney always does a good job at wrapping up their items. All the cast members are great at making sure your things are well protected. So inside all of that tissue is this Mickey Mouse ear hat ornament, and this is the 2026 design. Super classic and cute, has Mickey and Minnie and the different park icons on the ears. This is like super duper wrapped up. It's like unwrapping a present. And then I got this beautiful Disneyland 70th mug. I have the one from the 60th anniversary that also has the like Disneyland D as the handle, which I think is so unique. I love the castle artwork on this design, so super happy to add that to my mug collection. Even though I honestly don't even drink a lot of hot beverages, the only one that I really like is hot chocolate, or I'll have a tea if I'm feeling sick, but otherwise that is just like a pretty piece in my kitchen. And then I got this Disneyland 70th pin. I love this just classic design with the characters in their costumes and the castle in the center. I'm a very casual pin collector collector, I'll get one when I think it's cute, and I prefer ones that commemorate like an anniversary or something. But this trip was the first time that I finally took pins to trade, and I cannot tell you guys how excited I was. I was like picturing myself having to run back into the shop and buy more pins just to trade. But I looked at every single pin board in a store, on a merch cart, on a cast member, and I didn't see anything cute. You know what's bad when like my boyfriend has no idea about pin trading, and even he like started to feel bad for me because I was checking everywhere, but obviously I didn't want to trade just to trade, and I swear I didn't see anything cute. So I still have my traders. I'm hoping that since I didn't have any luck this trip, that means that next time I'm gonna find like super rare pins out in the wild. And even though I haven't traded literally anything yet, I still bought more pins. But at least the next time I go back to Disney, I'll be ready. So the first mystery box that I knew I wanted to get was the Toys in a Box collection. Winnie the Pooh is my favorite Disney character, so I always gotta say he's my #1 to get if he's an option, but I also worship Figment, so he would be great. If I had to say one that I wanted the least, maybe Stitch or the Cheshire Cat, just because I feel like the Cheshire Cat's box should have been more like colorful, like Wonderland-ish. I understand why it looks the way that it does, because most of the time that we see Cheshire Cat in the movie, he's in some like dark tree background, but I feel like it could have been a lot more colorful and cute. All right, without further ado, I'm so excited. I am absolutely like a sucker for blind bags and things like that. I'm also horrible at feeling the silhouette and trying to guess what character it is. No idea. I'm not feeling any like real pointy parts or like anything really sticking out, so maybe it's Winnie? Oh, it's Marie. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, see, that's why I said I'm really bad at like feeling mystery bags, because I did not feel her silhouette at all. Oh, but she's adorable. I love all the pastel colors. So yeah, I feel like every design in this like set is super cute. All right, I'm very happy with that one. All right, let's see. Can I make a guess? This honestly feels like Marie too. I'm so bad at this. What are my options? I don't know. I didn't feel the ears on Marie, so I have no idea who this is. I don't know. Are these horns? Is this Figment? I worship Figment. I don't know. It feels a little pointy. All right, let's see. Oh, it's Stitch. All right. I mean, truly, I do think that like all of the designs in this collection are cute, but I feel like he's going to be a trader. Now I gotta go back to the parks and get more of these. All right, still super happy with that set. I think all of the designs are cute. I feel like Stitch is gonna be a trader, but I'll keep that Marie one for a while and keep my eye out if I can get Winnie or Figment is still my ideal. And I got 2 of these hidden Disney mystery pouches. This is the pink set. I have no idea what's gonna be in here, but I'm super excited. Okay, well, they're not in a bag. Okay, they feel tiny. Oh gosh. Okay, Maleficent Bubble Wand. Who else is this? And a Minnie Mouse cupcake! I was gonna say the cupcakes were the thing I wanted most in this set. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with that. And this bubble one is super cute. All right, that was the first bag. All right, now I'm hyped for the second one. I'm also so hyped, guys. Like, this is actually bad. I'm like honestly about to plan a trip to Disney just to get more pins. Like, that is honestly what's going through my head right now. All right. I'm bad at feeling them, so we're just gonna take them out. All right, what do we got? Oh no. No way. Is this a chaser? If it's not a chaser, it's absolutely adorable. This like Sorcerer Mickey castle, and then a chip, not a chip, a Mrs. Potts ear hat. Oh my gosh, I need to plan a trip to Disney. Guys, I'm seriously about to go and just like go to get more pins. Sorry, I'm literally stopping the middle filming and now just like looking at pins and everything that I can get from the collection. Right, last few things that I want to show you are the little freebies that we got during our stay. Starting with this lanyard and pin. Since we booked our vacation package with the Walt Disney Travel Company, I have a whole collection of these, but this one is super cute because the design is special for the 70th anniversary. Also a super special memory, I have both my boyfriend and I's lanyards from Sweethearts Night, which I could rave about that event for hours and hours. It was so much fun. Again, my first Disney After Hours event, and I definitely plan on going to more. And then also from that event, oh, I also have my boyfriend's first visit pin. His first trip to Disney, he was like, take this pen. So I have the pen from the Grand Californian. Sorry about it. I also have our Sweethearts Night guide. It has a map when you unfold it that shows you where all of the different like characters are and the different food and stuff like that. So this is a nice little souvenir and also super cute. I love the design for Sweethearts Night this year. I also totally forgot that I still have the Dove chocolates that they gave us when we first entered the event. My boyfriend made fun of me because I am absolutely notorious for getting getting food and just never eating it, especially if it's packaged cutely. I will consider it a souvenir and never want to touch it. So he was absolutely right in poking fun at me because I totally forgot these existed. I also have our wristbands from Sweethearts Nights. I keep everything because I also really want to get back into scrapbooking, or at least like putting together a cute like shadow box frame or something like that. So I definitely will be keeping those. And the last thing that I have to share with you wasn't free. I purchased this at the World of Disney, but it is this Disneyland postcard. I love this design. It's super cute with the castle and the bows. I eventually want to get the Disney World version of this design as well and put it in a frame. I lied to you, friends. Very last thing that I got while I was at Disney is a pair of Crocs, which was on my list of things to get because honestly, since I was a kid, I looked at Crocs and went back and forth thinking like, are they cute? Are they ugly? Are they charming because they're ugly? Or do I actually just like love them? And I think just like for the convenience of a shoe that's waterproof, that's easy to slip on and off, and then obviously I love these ones because the holes are little Mickey heads. I'm absolutely a Croc girly now. So that is everything I got during my last trip to Disneyland. I'm so happy that I got to share that piece of my trip with you as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a magical day. Until next time, I love you guys. Toodles!